We bought a 23,000 euro lake house and moved to Italy. And one of the most common questions I get is, what do you do for work? We're pretty lucky in that we've spent the past 12 years working as English teachers abroad. First in Vietnam, where we met, then in the UAE, where we were able to save up enough money to buy our house in Italy. So for us, continuing to teach English here was a natural choice. It also happens to be one of the only jobs in Italy where you don't need to speak fluent Italian to land a position. In fact, in many classrooms, I've actually been told to pretend I don't speak any Italian so that students are encouraged to use English. Private language centers are often the easiest entry point for teaching English in Italy, but also the lowest paid. You're generally only paid for teaching hours, not prep time, and the hours are often part time and irregular. Most teachers take home somewhere between 700 euros to 1,000 a month. Not much, but enough to get by if you're living frugally or just starting out. Alternatively, you can do what we do, which is to freelance in public schools as madrelingua or native English speaking teachers. English is a required subject in Italian schools, taught year round by Italian teachers. But most schools also get a budget to bring in a native speaker for 6 to 10 weeks a year, and that's where we come in. Our job is to run fun, interactive speaking activities that help students with fluency, pronunciation, and using English in real life situations. It's really enjoyable work, and it generally pays better than language centers, anywhere from 25 to 50 euros an hour pre tax. Now, that is per teaching hour, so you're obviously not going to be working 40 teaching hours a week, but probably somewhere more like 15 to 20 if you're lucky. As a new freelancer, I'm on a fixed 5-year tax rate of just under 26%. It's not the most stable setup. You do have to line up contracts with different schools throughout the year, but we've been lucky. There just aren't many native speakers in our area, and even few with teaching experience. If you've got advanced qualifications like a master's or a PhD, you can also teach at universities, which is more stable and better paid. And if you're certified to teach in public schools in the US or the UK, you can apply for jobs at international schools here in Italy. The pay isn't amazing, but it's livable and more secure. In short, buying a fixer-upper and moving to Italy without jobs was a huge risk. Definitely not something everyone can or wants to do. But for us, it's working out so far, and fingers crossed, it'll keep going that way as we continue to build a life here. There's no renovation update today. We took the weekend off to participate in the local water volleyball tournament. We thought it was just for fun, but I am quickly learning how competitive Italians can be. We lost every game, but it was a lot of fun, and we'll definitely get some practice in before next year's tournament.